I miss being innocent. So hey guys, I got a little bit of a different video for you here today, but I wanted to talk about how we lose our our innocence as we get older, and how much of a tragedy that is. And like I said before, I know this is a different video, but also I just started this YouTube channel and I don't know what I want to do, because like the video I posted before this is about lifting, but now I'm talking about just life, I guess. But let me know if you guys want to see more of this type of stuff. But back to the point. What kind of sparked this thought in my head was when I recently went out with some friends and decided, you know what, I'm gonna try a Zyn for the first time. And me and my friends were in college, and they were trying to get me to drink, but I said no because I was driving, and also I'm on Accutane right now. So, and if you don't you're not supposed to drink while on Accutane. But I said, you know what, instead I'll try one of their Zyns or pouches. And because I just it's popular right now, and I just wanted to try it out, see if I was missing out on anything. And so yeah, let me explain it, because I don't know if you guys know. Some of you might not know what it is, but I'm guessing you do, because they become very popular. But it's pretty much concentrated nicotine pouch you put under your lip. And that's pretty much it. So we were headed towards the bowling alley, and this happened. When this happened, I took one, and they told me it was about like 8 milligrams. And for a good 30 minutes, I felt absolutely nothing. And then out of nowhere, literally like a train, I just got this insane head rush, and I literally just said whoa, and like I was like stunned, and like because I just got this massive wave of just like head rush. And then, my friends and I all started laughing because, like, I was just, like, genuinely, like, so confused on, like, it was just a brand new feeling, And they were asking me how I felt. And for a good 5 minutes, I felt great, And then as soon as that time was up, though, I just got dizzy, nauseous, and I felt like I had a 20-pound dumbbell on my head. It felt horrible. They were telling me I had a purge. But I didn't want to throw up, at the bowling alley. So I just walked outside for a while and got fresh air. And I was just leaning on this tree, just rethinking my life choices. And that's not hyperbole. I just started praying to God, begging him to make this feeling go away. Like, I felt that bad. I thought I was on my deathbed. And it eventually did go away, but I wasn't using, like I said, hyperbole. When I said I was rethinking my life choices and decisions, I was standing head on the tree in the middle of the night just thinking, what would younger me think, and how did I end up here? And it's not like this is the first time that, I've done things that, go out, party, or drink, or smoke. I've drinking before, I've smoked before, but those are so normalized, in today's age and just my age demographic. And I rarely smoke, whether it's, anything. I've done both, types or whatever. And combined both maybe like less than 5 times. And drinking sure is somewhat like every here and there common for me. But I never go overboard anymore. And I keep only to like a handful of drinks, max. But even with me already being exposed to this party lifestyle since like my freshman year of high school, I don't know why, but this moment just really hit and just made me think, like, how did I get here? And like younger me, the innocent younger me would be disappointed. But this thought of innocence has actually occupied my mind for a couple weeks now, because I was also thinking about how younger me had so much happiness and love in his heart. But it feels like as life has gone on, I may not have less love in my heart, but more in the sense that I have to hide that love or give that love away more sparingly. So what's the whole point of this video is just trying to like understand and find that innocence again, and just like why we lose it, or just what happens. And not in terms of, I'm never going to drink, or like I wasn't like, I'm never going to drink or party again. But I had a total epiphany, but I want to find that optimism and love that I once had, and just overall joy for life that, younger me had. I remember promising myself as a kid I would never smoke, drink, or have sex before marriage. And I've broken about 2 out of 3 of those promises, and that third one is probably going to be broken one day. And another point of this video is to, I guess, what relates to the innocence part is not let society tell you not to be innocent, or, you know, make you think it's weird, or not let them tell you not to go against the norms. The amount of surprise that I get when I tell people I still haven't done anything before marriage, and well, it's not even, I just tell people I've never done, you know, any intimate stuff like that before, is insane. Like, I'm barely an adult, and I get looked at like I'm insane when I mention that. And at a time, I have let that perspective of me from others affect my decision making. I've gone out with girls I never should have gone out with just because I wanted to get that first time out of the way. And now, to be fair, I would eventually come to my senses and, like, you know, like, what am I doing here? And just, you know, run away from that. But I would still put myself in that position just because of societal norms and, you know, my friends talking about their hookups, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, I've never done that before. And all in all, what I'm saying is that innocence at this point is not exactly frowned upon, but looked at as weird, different, or just out of the norm. And whether or not it's, you know, it's not drinking or not smoking or not even cursing. I don't curse either, actually. And people always ask me why, and well, it's one of the few promises, another promise I forgot about that I made as a kid to myself, that, you know, I'd never curse or all this. Like, my grandpa once told me out of practice, like, we were walking past these high schooler kids, and I was, I don't know, like 8 years old at the time, and they were just, you know, mouths of sailors, and he's just like, it's just so pointless, and my grandpa was talking bad about it, and that's kind of hypocritical, because he cursed a lot, but he told me pretty much that I should never do that, and I told myself at that point, okay, I'll never do it, you know, I promised to myself. And, yeah, it's one of the few promises I feel is easy to keep to my younger self. And my other point is, it's okay to embrace that innocence and be different. I assure you there's someone who doesn't drink like you or anything like that we're just shown on social media that people do it. So it makes us think that, you know, we're the only ones that don't do it and everyone else is doing it. And sure, you could be in a minority of people that don't do a certain thing, but there's still others that agree with you and what your ideas are or values are. What others would consider weird habits, you know, others might consider, no, I do the same thing, you know. They share that same perspective as you. And even innocence is sexualized now too, as well. People fantasize about, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say on YouTube, I'm sure you can, you know, people that have never done anything before. Like, I'm sure you're getting what I'm saying. Innocent-minded people, which is just so crazy. Like, that's another way of putting it. Innocent-minded people are sexualized, which is just so crazy while thinking about it. Now, what I'm saying is, don't lose all of your innocence. It's mostly inevitable. You'll lose some of it as you age, but you can't still keep those tiny parts. Or you can still keep those tiny parts. Not you can't. You still can. Of that innocence, whether it's not cursing or anything else like that. And don't let others judge you for your values, because people actually standing by their values in today's world is so unheard of. And I have a friend that has super strict values that they've always stood by, and I was talking to them on the phone today, and they were telling me about, you know, something, and I just told them straight up, like, you know, one of the things I do respect about you is just that you really stick to your values and morals. And, you know, back to the point, you can keep those tiny parts of that innocence, and people standing by their values is just unheard of at this point. And another last point is, I want to make partying in of itself could be looked at as, you know, not a super bad thing or an innocent thing. If you go party and just go to hang out with people, it doesn't make you a bad person. What I'm saying is, every time you conform to the norms of, or just giving into pure pressure, think of it as sort of you're giving away a piece of your innocence each time. I feel like I lost a piece of innocence when I tried that pouch, you know? But I don't feel like I lose that innocence when I go out and, you know, have a drink with friends, or everyone has varying values and ideals. I'm not trying to push mine on you, because I like I said, I haven't even kept some of my own values. But, you know, I'm not telling you if you curse you aren't innocent or in the wrong. I'm just saying that think about what younger you would be okay with or wouldn't be okay with, and maybe just try going off of that. Just see how you feel. I know that the unpopular younger me that was, no friends would be ecstatic to see me going out partying with friends and would be proud of that, or getting any type of attention from any type of woman would just jumping with joy, but would be horrified at the same time at me doing things like smoking or such. That's just something that my mind's been sitting on lately, and just kind of got popped back into my head after that night. And I just want to know like what your ideas and thoughts on this is, and what you guys think, and if you've thought about the same thing before. And I don't know, I'm just kind of talking about, I'm going off the dome right now because it just sort of hit me, and I just like, damn, I kind of, it's kind of been building up for the past like month or two of just me thinking about that, this thoughts of like, damn, what would younger me say? And I don't know, like maybe there's a way to get that innocence back, but what I'm saying is just don't let that innocence be looked at as a bad thing. And let me know your ideas and thoughts on this in the comments. I'll see y'all soon. Goodbye.